So there's more, obviously, there's always more, isn't there? There's always more. This was a different auction, and it was quite, I had a bit of a tussle over this. There were two particular lots that I decided I wanted, and I had a bit of a battle, and I've paid quite a lot of money, which I don't usually go crazy at auction, but I did this time. But we'll go through them, and we'll hope that there's a few better things than just the 2 bits that I was after, 3 bits that I was after in all of this lot. And it's a bonus. I didn't realise this was a music box. And not only is it a music box, but it's actually a table, so it's got legs. You'll see those in a minute. But for now, let's start sifting through whether we've got decent quality stuff or whether it's costume, cheap and cheerful, they're not so pretty, and then the belters, the really, really, really good stuff that I got excited about. Oh, come on, tangles already, honestly. Come on. Really? Oh, so occasionally, there we go, things get stuck and they don't want to come out. How on earth has that got onto there? That doesn't even make sense. Aha, that makes more sense. It's a shawl clip, 1950s shawl clip, you know, to keep your cape on, cape clip. It's quite pretty, but still costume. It's going over there. 1970s plastic beads, costume jewellery, more vintage plastic beads. Oh lordy. It doesn't help that obviously I've gone through this lot and it's been at auction, and however many other people have also had a right rummage through, and none of us are bothered about untangling it, because we know if we make it all nice and untangled, it makes it easier for the next person. So plastic beads. These are fun. I have a feeling that my child will be after these. They're just glass, but they're kind of made to look like fluoride. Fluorite. Not fluoride, that's for your teeth, isn't it? Fluorite. Nice old class, 1940s, 50s. But yeah, the child will want those. Sticking in there for her to find. And the vintage costume, that's quite good actually. It's got all of its stones. And yeah, nice vintage piece there. So this is why we're looking a bit more carefully. They corrode, they get metal fatigue, and that one's just looking like it might start to go just on those joints. So it's something that needs to be handled with a bit of care. With care, it'll last, but if you're just bashing that one around, it will break. So, cheap and cheerful department. A magnifying glass. Oh, magnify my diamonds. Nice. Okay, they always sell. People like, they're too vain to wear their glasses like me. Costume jewellery, pearls. More costume jewellery, pearls. That is not gold. Be good if it was, wouldn't it? Okay, costume jewellery. More costume jewellery. I found my loop. I was looking for it before and it was over by the kettle. Yeah, so careless. Costume jewellery turquoise ring. This box is full of costume. More costume. That's funny, it's got all its stones, but it's not silver or rubies, it's just glass. Looking at costume pile, Limoges style costume brooch. Oh, that's sparkly, isn't it? Just costume jewellery though, quite fun. Carnival glass beads, 1950s. I've got some pretty brooches, I'll give it that much. None of them are fancy, but that's really quite sparkly if you want something to jazz up a neckline. We need to find a stone for it. Not going to be me. That's one of those things that goes on your glasses to keep them on. That's quite good. This, somebody will know, you'll recognise the design, but these things tend to be American, and it will be one of the big costume designers who I am no expert on at all, but that is a fine quality costume piece. That we've got baguette cut stones, we've got really quite a lot of work for something that's just made of base metal and glass. We'll stick that in the good pile, do a bit of research, see if we can find out the maker. Ward Brothers, is it Ward? Oh no, it's Mizpah. Rhodium plated, may or may not be citrine in there. I forgot my thing, yes. Let's have a look. It's going to be far too bright, isn't it? Oh, shut up. No, it's just glass. It goes in the costume pile. And I've now got a demented jewel box. That's missing stones costume. That's pretty and sparkly, but it still goes in the costume pile. Silver filigree, again, it's just, there's so many of them around. It is silver, probably. Need to test it. That is still just costume jewellery. What's in here? Oh, earrings. Right, okay, let's have a look at those in a minute. I might sit down and do that in a bit more detail. That is a glass pendant on a not silver chain. Where's my loop gone there? Right. Yeah, not a silver chain, so I can just get in the costume department. Beadwork necklace in a horrible tangle. You see what I mean by undoing the clasps? It's easier to get that one out than to try and untangle it from there. And then what's going on? That's actually quite sweet, but it's lost its clasp at this end, so I'm not going to waste my time trying to untangle it. It's had a hook and it's lost. And that is faux pearl, so that can all just carry on being tangled, or someone else can deal with it. We have there a Siam silver, or Thai silver now, but Siam as was, and she's a goddess and she's throwing lightning at people. Don't know why, another god I believe. Stick it in the interesting pile. Ooh, costume earring. Did that match that brooch from before? Scarf clip. Oh. Mother of pearl handled button hook, New Zealand silver abalone on possibly silver chains that can go in the good pile, another costume brooch, and then some little bits and pieces. And what have we got in the earrings? That looks like a nice quality screw thread. I'm going to have to tip them out, it's so much easier to do it that way. Wow, right. Okay, we're going to come back to do these.